Hello, World Wide Web. Welcome back to Hanging With. I am GW Pomichter, and we are at MegaCon 2016 in Orlando, Florida. We are hanging with Josh Dykstra, a writer and an artist, the creator of the webcomic Ella Strange, and the co-creator and, guys, we just talked about this, the inspiration for FaceBeast.
Yes.
So, Josh, how's it going in the con today?
It's great.
Is it? Yeah?
It's kind of
And
crazy.
you guys have been making the con circuit for a while now.
Yes.
How's MegaCon measuring up? How's it doing?
It's one of the bigger ones we've done. You know, we go to like Chicago, New York. We're from Tampa, so we always hit up MegaCon because it's not too far away.
Awesome,
from us.
awesome. And so let's talk. We're gonna talk FaceBeast. Okay. And you write for FaceBeast.
I do.
That's where do you find inspiration for the stories for FaceBeast? Is it in the art? Is it something you guys talk about beforehand?
It's just beards and beard culture.
Beards and beard culture.
Yeah. I mean,
There's a beard culture?
Yeah. I mean,
I'm like missing that.
I'm a beard enthusiast. I like beards. I compliment people on their beards. Beards, they're awesome.
Well, beards need complimenting because a lot of people are kind of, they look at my beard and they kind of look at me like, what's wrong with you? So,
Well,
I do that now because I see the gray in it.
Well,
I
hey,
get
that's
nervous.
fine. That
Yeah.
just means you're more wise than them, right?
I'm starting to like him. I really am. So, so you just find that inspiration and start writing about it?
Well, I mean,
And it's a humor it's a humor.
It's
so
more humorous. I mean, like I created it because, like the character FaceBeast, because I wanted to dress up like a superhero for Halloween one year, but there's no superheroes with beards, so I just created one.
it's interesting because until you created your own, like you said, there's no superhero out there with beards, and usually every time a superhero ends up with a beard, it's usually because he's done something wrong, gone dark, ended up in a cell somewhere,
Maybe,
or been, you know what I mean? The beard is always that indication of like something gone terribly awry.
Yeah,
I like
well-
you thinking back. Did you hark back to those days in the old Star Trek movie? The old Star Trek shows, the original series, where every time somebody showed up with a mustache or a goatee, you were like, they've gone evil.
Or they've just been somewhere for a very
long time. It's stranded on an island or something.
Yeah.
So that's great that you kind of gave your own humorous twist to that.
Yeah. I wanted him not only to just have a beard, but his beard is the source of his power. Because it's like a shapeshifter. He can turn it into anything he wants. He can punch bad guys with his beard. He can swing from trees. He can do anything with his beard.
That's pretty cool. That's kind of funny. I like that.
He grows on command.
Nice. Well, let's talk Ella Strange. Okay, I'll go out on a limb, I'll admit it. I did not know about this webcomic. Tell me about Ella Strange.
It's pretty new. I created it. Well, it's been kind of in the back of my mind for a few years, but I just launched it a few months ago.
Okay.
It's about a teenage girl. She's the singer and keyboard player of a rock band, and somewhere in the comic she acquires the ability to manipulate sound waves, which allow her to turn them into bolts of lightning. So really what she does is she uses her band and her band's music as a weapon to fight aliens from outer space.
Rock band fights aliens.
Yes.
Wow. So, DJ Butler, rock band fights aliens over here. Okay, so we're going to step up that game. All right. We talked to author DJ Butler with Wordfire Press not long ago. He writes a book series called Rock Band Fights Evil.
Oh, okay.
So, rock bands fight aliens. You and Quincy get together. You'll do that good. So, coming to the cons, I take it you're a fan of pop culture and comic culture and things like that. Favorite hero until FaceBeast.
Probably Batman.
Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've always liked Batman since I was a kid.
Favorite villain?
I guess the Joker.
The Joker? Yeah. You're gonna stick with Batman. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. And so, coming to the cons, you meet a lot of fans, see a lot of creative things, see a lot of interesting things, a lot of strange things. Mm-hmm. What's the most unusual or fantastic thing that you've seen at a convention since you've been coming?
I think what interests me the most about these conventions is not how great some of the cosplay is, but how bad some of the cosplay is. Not in like, wow, you really can't make a costume. It's just there's a
some of it.
charm to
Some of it looks almost intentionally.
Sometimes, yeah.
You know, and some of it's amazing. Some of it is. I have never seen so much creativity under one roof.
I mean, it's also people that don't have a lot of money, how they can make $20 stretch into like an actually cool costume.
Yeah, it is.
It's charming to me.
I think it's great. We love looking around at the cosplayers, love going out and seeing the booths and the things that creators come up with as ways to sell their wares. And this is, like I said, it's just raw creativity. You kind of, we bottle it up, we put it in a building, and the whole world gets to see us at our geeky best,
yes.
Which is awesome. And so there's a whole line of celebrities in there. You guys have been coming to conventions for a very long time. Mm-hmm. So anybody out there in the world, anybody on the panel here or at another con that you still just go all fanboy for? Can't help yourself.
I don't think they're here this year. To be honest, I haven't really checked out the full guest list this year, but I think last year, maybe the year before, Billy West, who's a voice actor, mm-hmm. I've always been really interested in. I mean, he does all this stuff for like
just kind of geek out when you.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's great at what he does, but he's definitely one of my favorites.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Now, how did you begin writing for comics?
I've always written in some form since I was a kid. I like telling stories, just my own like weird little stories I have in my head, whether they're short stories or whatever. A few years ago,
if you write them down, they won't prescribe Prozac because that makes you a writer. If you don't write them down, they're going to medicate you.
No,
so you have those voices. You got to
flesh them out in some form.
Yeah.
I've always read comics since I was a kid, but then I gravitated more towards animation. But for me, I'm not very patient. So comics are a little easier for me to flesh out than
get it out
an
there.
animation. Yeah.
Now you're an artist also, so you also sketch, draw.
Yes.
I
like Ella Strange. I draw and everything. Yeah, that's all me.
That's all you. Yeah. You write it, draw it, post it to the web.
Mm-hmm.
Just where can we find Ella Strange online?
EllaStrange.com.
EllaStrange.com. It doesn't get any easier than that. We're going to put that down in the description. I'm going to make it easier. Click. Just click. Go. Not yet. Anyway, so awesome, man. That is fantastic. Enjoy the rest of the con. I hope you guys do great. We're going to come over. I'm going to come over. They've been over. They make me sit here and do this. But I'm going to come over. I'm getting forward to walking around Artist Alley and things like that and seeing other artists and creators. Everybody, keep tuning in, keep logging on. We're going to shout out to our great friends who are sharing these videos all over the World Wide Web. The great thing about the web is that you make friends and they share your stuff. So over at Something Unique Magazine, thanks guys. Books, Chocolate, and Wine, the Florida Book News, Authors for Authors, our great new friends at Wordfire for us. DJ Butler, if you're looking for our story ideas, Rock Band Fights Aliens. Okay, it's right there. He's got it. So we've been hanging with Josh Dykstra, the writer and artist, creator of Ella Strange, co-creator and writer of FaceBeast. And we are at MegaCon 2016 in Orlando, Florida. Log on, tune in, and see who we're hanging with next.